One of my favorite things to see is what God is doing all over the earth. Last year in 2023, we were invited by James and Maria Marunga, who are bishops over 30 different churches in Africa, to come out and to capture stories and testimonies of what God is doing over in Africa and how the ministry is impacting lives for transformation. And everywhere we went, from every tribe and every village and every city, I just saw this beautiful culture of praise and worship that was arising. And before we left, Jacob and I got to minister to worship leaders and to partner with them, to encourage them. And before we left, they asked, hey, would you be willing to come back? Bring a team that would help equip us, that would help capture the song of Africa, because God is doing such a work there. And I was super excited. I picked up the phone instantly and called a couple brothers in ministry that I've been running with for a long time and said, hey, do you think this is something that we can partner with?
4 years ago, I got invited to go on a vision trip to Kenya just to pray into the nations, to see the worship culture, to see what God was doing in Kenya. And on this trip, it really changed my life, and it changed the trajectory of our ministry as Presence Worship. Fast forward now, just a couple months ago, I remember getting a call while our friend Matt Lowry was in Kenya with a team and with James and Maria Marunga. And I just remember Matt calling in this passion in his heart to say, Jake, we have to bring a team here to help equip worshipers with the heart of worship. We started Presence Worship with a dream and a vision to equip the next generation of singers and musicians. Really, the heart is that we could come up under leaders in Kenya to equip presence-based worshipers to minister to the Lord and to lead their churches to minister to the Lord.
So after hearing a little bit of the vision and the mission of the story and the conference, if the Lord's stirring your heart to want to sow into this, there are certainly some practical and financial needs. We know the Lord's going to take care of us, but if you want to be part of that story, we invite you in. There's some practical needs. We want to offset the cost for those attending, some room and board, some cost for the facilities. We want to purchase some media equipment and some instruments that we can leave and bless them with. And we know that this has a far-reaching impact actually to the continent, as some people that are coming will be from nations outside of even Kenya. And so we believe that this has a far-reaching implications. And so if you are interested, pray about it and then click on the link that's attached to this video. And again, just pray about how the Lord might use you in that. And we want to say thank you, and we just trust that the Lord's going to take care of us.